What is going on, guys? It is your boy here again,
Yo,
Dean. That's right, and we're joined.
Tuso.
And we're getting through these set reviews. I've played a little bit of Swordcraft. I always want to love Swordcraft. I know I was...
Never does. He never does.
You know, this might be the day, because it's bad again. I can't be liking good decks. That would go against my motto. Anyway.
I don't know what your motto is.
I don't know, jank enthusiast or something, probably. Tier 2's strongest hero.
You're more like tier 3's strongest hero.
Maybe.
Even what you play in digital the last couple seasons.
No. No, I was actually untiered. I was like below tier 3 the last couple seasons.
Yeah. It's untiered is tier 3. No one plays tier 3 decks.
That's true. No, like the rally shit was like actually not even on the tier list. And right now I'm playing Evo. I'm playing Evo Rune because it's got Vincent and Miser. Oh, it's sick.
Yep.
Dude. It's sick.
If you say so.
Anyway, enough of that. Let's get into the set reveals. I'm excited. Gemstaff got buffed. Let's go. We got Aether of the Warrior Wing. Aether is now Swordcraft. 3 mana, 2/3 fanfare. Search your deck for a commander or officer card. This has commander. This has commander. And it's card. It's card. You can search spells. You can search amulets. Huge. And fanfare at the start of your end phase. If there are at least 7 crowns in your grave, give each follower in your field +1/+1.
Oh, man.
So, on the base alone, my biggest complaint with Gemstaff is that, like, you were searching, and then you didn't have the decency to have a body that would ever live. I know we've gone to the point that 2/3s don't live either, but... this is at least on, like, turn 6 and 7. It's definitely a much better Gemstaff, because it also buffs your board.
Mm-hmm.
A nice little consistency buff. I think this is decent.
How soon are you getting Grave in a deck you're playing this in?
I don't know, actually. Like, turn 6 or 7. You know what's actually the most tragic thing about this? Was I looked at a Thief deck, and then it played Gemstaff, because you know what this thing says?
Legendary commander.
It says search your deck for commander or officer, and Octrus is like Thief Omen.
Like Thief Omen.
And then there's like Ralmia says Supreme, and it's you go, oh no, half of my Swordcraft cards are actually portal cards, or like random garbage,
or yeah, like pirate trait. We'll have soon. Yeah. We'll have pirates, and they'll be pirates and not commanders or officers. Yeah.
So almost a boon, sometimes a boon. Depends on the deck.
Are the Idolmaster cards commanders?
Hell no, they're Idolmasters. And like cool.
The Uma Musume cards, are they officers or commanders?
Well, thankfully those are all unplayable. The Uma ones are, at least. The Idolmaster ones are okay. We like some of them, but more importantly, you know, some of your broken cards, like in the previous sets, the Suzaku spell. I don't remember what's that card even called.
It's like Whirlwind Slash.
I Cyclone Blade. Thankfully, you reminded me enough for me to actually remember the real name.
Hey, I was in the vicinity. Hey, you know.
Yeah, it's close enough. It's close enough.
You know, if I threw down Prohibition, the judge would know.
The judge would know. Well,
is this card bad? It says L for loser on the bottom right. Like, is this a card you play, or is this a card that you will play?
I've seen it in some lists, and I have some thoughts about it.
It's more like, does it have future potential more than it is good right now?
It's crazy because the game keeps speeding up, and it's like at a certain point you go, damn, my turn 3 better be the nuts. Like, can I afford to play Aether? I'm not sure. I know that like right now the idea is it can help your thing like 2 cards down, maybe 3. It can help like get like a combo in your hand. So this is the kind of card I'm gonna have to like play around with, see how good the targets are, and then see how good like some deck that actually generates some amount of grave. You can also play this in Natura Sword. It searches Mystiline, it searches Baleon. That's it in that deck, but that can like help quite a bit because I think Mage Leader's fucking horrendous.
I think that's the deck you're gonna have the most grave in, yeah. So you're actually gonna have 7 by like turn 6.
It also makes on the people get upset. It makes like the turns where you're like forced to put your awful cards like the dog on the board. It can like maybe buff them to make them not horrendous. So I guess that deck doesn't have a lot of that deck doesn't play a lot of sword followers, does it? I don't even think. Yeah, I don't think that because it's filled with a bunch of neutrals. Huh? I don't know. I'd have to see. I'd have to see if this even makes it in those decks too much. I don't know if that last line of text even comes up too much, but we'll have to see. I'll have to play around with it. It might be. At the end of the day, it's just like a nice little consistency bump on a somewhat okay body, at the very worst. So you might include like 1 to 2 of it in a deck. But next up, we got
bad card. Moving on.
So this card's actually
Dione.
That is, it's. I don't think it's that.
Oh, it's not. Is it Diane?
Yeah, I think so.
Dione.
I don't know.
Before the Dancing Blade. She's an officer, so you can search her off of Aether.
There we go.
Also dancer trait. 3 drop 3/3 evolves for 6.
Yeah.
She has storm. 3
Yeah,
drop 3/3 storm. Pretty good. The evolve for 6. What do we get? A 3/3 body, no stat. Storm strike. Refresh this follower. Perform only twice per turn. It's the freaking Twin Blade guy. It's just the Twin Blade guy.
No. This was her in digital. But in digital, she was like, in digital, she had like accelerate, and like you would use her as removal out of hand instead of like, here's a shitty body. And then you evo her for 9, and you go, wow, it got even worse.
9, 6 damage.
But crazy.
Wait, it's not 6 damage. It's twice per turn, so it's 3, 6, 9 damage. Yeah, 9 mana, 9 damage. Think about it. It's efficient.
The real thing is though, Leonidas.
Oh yeah, I guess.
You know what's so sad?
Wow,
is like
you're still alive.
Yeah, right. Isn't that sad? You're like, okay, I somehow built a deck.
Old cards.
I built a deck that Leonidas on 6 didn't lose. Amulet survived. I got to turn 9. Dioned, whatever. There's no way to call that Dione. I'm not calling this Dione. Yeah, but right, and it's like my payoff is 18 damage. It's like that's awful. So
yeah, Forest gets that on turn 6.
I know this is in a couple lists, in like some more aggressive lists. It's like a courtly dance target. It's like another.
I mean, yeah, when you're talking courtly dance, it is a 3 drop 3/3 storm. It's another officer that says storm on it. It's it's the same as the last chick that said storm on it, except it can end games, kind of like the digital cards that scale with the game. I mean, it can end the game, but like, I don't know, I'm not in love with it. It says 3 if your opponent's floating one. You say, "Wow, my 9 damage card."
That's insane. Well, 0. This is a 9 mana play that dies to Whispers.
It dies to like every 2 mana removal.
That is true.
Yeah. Except for like a Leonidas banner, Aether the Warrior Wing, like. That's Whispers. Whispers is a good card, but I mean, it dodges most 2 mana removal if you have like Aether around or Leonidas around, or
Aether's at end of turn.
Yeah. So your end of turn happens before your opponent plays end of turn cards, does it? Or is it
this
like
is Storm? Why the fuck would they let you smack
them
3
you're
times
right.
before
you're right, never mind.
They go end of turn, I actually had the removal.
Never mind. I wasn't thinking about that right.
Sounds insane.
Yeah, this card
it's pretty mid. This card is a view, I think.
It's a 2 of and maybe a deck at some point. I don't know. I don't
It's
love it.
I think it's some of the aggressive ones, just because Storm. But I think it's like,
aggressive. It says Storm. Storm kills your opponent.
I don't think it makes you happy that you have in your deck. Unlike
Courtly Dance. I don't know.
card I'm a little excited about, Roland the Incorruptible. Yeah, that's right. She's finally in the game.
Roland, like the keyboards.
What? Okay, I don't know what that is a reference to.
Shut up. Never mind.
That's right. I'm not cultured. Anyway, 4 mana, 3/4, ward, evil for 1, fanfare. You either get to search your deck for a Durandale, the Incorruptible, reveal it out of your hand, shuffle, or you may summon Durandale. I played this without the Aether, and you have to play this thing down 2 turns in a row to get that shitty fucking sword on your board. I think that without the sword already in your hand, this card is horrendous.
What's Durandale's an amulet?
Yeah, we'll get to it, but we'll talk about the Evo first. So on Evolve, we got refresh each amulet on your field on a 4/5. Okay, that's pretty good because like the Durandale's like tap give effects, and you know there's like Arthurian Legend or something in set 1. We can name a bunch of bad amulets. Knight's Way.
Knight's Way.
Yeah, and then at the start of your end phase, you give your leader +3 health, and if there's a Durandale on your field, you get to draw a card as well. So you get heal 3, draw a card, 5 mana ward, and you get to like use the Durandale twice.
Yo, that's crazy.
I thought this is what like half of my jank tier 4 sword piles needs.
Is some like incorruptible combo.
Yeah. You need the it's just like healing and draw. That's like what all of the jank decks, they just need healing and draw, and this is both. So hopefully you can get a little bit like, you know, make the game go a little bit longer as the puppets are now dealing like 18 damage on turn 5 and you're getting 3 extra health. It's almost there. It's almost there.
Hey, I'm drawing cards.
That's something the sword couldn't do before.
Yeah, true. I mean, Swords got so many tutors, though. Don't even talk about, oh, you can draw cards. Like, it's got Maid Leader, it's got
but I need
later,
encroaching heat. I need encroaching heat, armor the stars Kagamitsu, and this helps me get there.
Bro, I mean, like, search every other card in the deck, you'll draw those.
I found that you do not, but
a Pokemon player told me thinning is winning. I think you're not doing it right.
Truth. We'll get to Durandale. Should we skip this thing and then go to Durandale for a second? You want to read Durandale?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I can read Durandale. Okay, so this is the amulet that Roland summons or searches. Let's see, 3-drop amulet, but you're playing it for free off Roland, hopefully.
Other important part? Commander.
Commander can search it off Warrior of the Aether Wing. Let's see, tap, activate, tap, choose one of the following. 1, select a fall in the field, give it +1 attack. 2, select a fall on your field and give it +1 defense. 3, select a fall on your field for the rest of this turn, and during each opponent's next turn, it has, if this follower would take more than 3 damage, it takes 3 instead. So it gets the little blue bubble shield from digital.
Yeah.
So you get to buff a card, and if a card has like 4 defense, you can give it the thing, and they have to slam two things and do it.
Yeah, make sure Roland
makes
like a 5/5, and then you get to also then make it not die maybe.
Yeah,
it was still dying in playtesting. So,
well, it's if I feel like that effect doesn't matter if your card says 5. I mean, maybe it does because like Witch Bolt suddenly does 3 damage.
Yeah, but you know,
most of the time,
Licorice still cleans it up.
Yeah. yeah. Look out at your locals. You're gonna see a lot of those. I don't know. Is this what you need? What do you think? I'm not seeing it.
I kind of liked it where like suddenly my cards were just like able to trade a little bit better. It definitely feels like a piece that you want in like a control pile, like some like random control shit deck. You played in Thief. At least I saw it in Thief. I don't know, like to like buff your guys a little bit. I saw it in the random Thief list I sleeved up. It wasn't winning games, but it was in it. So.
I don't. Oh yeah, it's in this one. It's not in this one very much.
Yeah, so. It felt like okay. It felt okay. You get to you buff the guy a little bit, make your cards a little bit harder to deal with. That's the big thing. I think the changes in the health and the attack is bigger than if it doesn't take damage. 90% of the time, but maybe I'm wrong.
Whoa, man! Imagine casting that three that only takes 3 damage at a time effect on like Alexander.
The bigger thing is
like,
that people played like this, and then they had Leod, and then they were playing Digital Ambush.
Yikes.
So, but let me tell you what, that does not actually live like past turn 6, so. Very sad times. Our sick decks are getting countered. Anyway, talking about sick, fucking awful cards. We got
awful
this
cards.
Yeah, we got the Sword Flash Panther, 4 mana, 4/4 rush. Fanfare, we get a
4/3 rush.
4/3 rush. I'm sorry, you're right. Commander, Beast, searchable off Cosmos Fang. Fanfare, select a Swordcraft follower that costs 2 or less in your cemetery, summon it, and give it +1 attack. Summons back Leod.
Broken.
Summons back Quickblader, 2 damage. It's like, can we go that far back? Are we back on Mars days? What
is it? Is it a crown? Yeah, crown follower.
Yeah.
Let's see. Octorus cost 2.
Octorus is a good one. Okay, I can't shit talk that. It does bring back Octorus.
Cost 2. The thief guy that gets attack for milling cost 1.
Do you know how fucking bad this card was in Digital? I remember this being the worst card I've ever seen.
Of course I don't. I've never seen this card.
In Digital, this guy was when you draw him for turn. I think it was like it was like I don't think you could actually like draw in the deck or something, but it was like when you drew him, he buffed a card on your board.
Yo, that's crazy.
But he revealed himself, and then when you played him, if you had a card that had been buffed, he would Evo or something. But it was like you would just draw him for you would just draw him for turn. It would show to your opponent, and then nothing would happen. You go, this is a good card. It was like unplayable too. It was like an unplayable card.
You'd have an empty board. You'd show your opponent this.
Yeah, that's all it did. It was awful.
Well, I mean, there's like some thieves that cost 2 or less, so he's got okay targets.
That's true. You can loop Octorus, mill your opponent out. I like that one.
Octorus.
The big one was Ralmia. It was Ralmia.
Ralmia cost 2?
Ralmia cost 2.
That's a good one. Yeah, she does.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's an actual
Leod, Ralmia, Mio Honda.
Mio Honda could be okay.
Yep.
Has Storm. 3 attack Storm. Pretty good.
That's Storm.
You know, this guy's not too bad. He goes somewhere.
This guy's better than every card we've read. What are you talking about?
No. Durandale, you gotta have the 2 parts.
Look, I don't know as much Arthurian legend as you do. I'm not pumped up for our Durandale.
Is Roland's not even like round table. I think she's Shadowverse original or like Rage of Bahamut.
What's Durandale? I've heard that somewhere else before.
Durandale wasn't an Arthurian sword, was it?
It sure was in the wasn't it in the Yu-Gi-Oh archetype?
No.
Legendary sword of European history.
Of Roland, yeah. It's a French guy.
Who's Roland? The mighty sword of Roland the Paladin.
Officer of Charlemagne. So this was in the Ignoble Knights.
Oh, okay.
We didn't like those.
I think I own the card somewhere around here. That's all I remember it from. What's next?
Next up.
Was it me or you?
I read the Panther Warrior, so you got this.
Ooh, so I get to read the what is this? Grand blue looking guy, Azord. Azor, Duke of the Mists. What kind of name is that?
No idea. I don't remember this guy being good.
3/4. Well, he's a
In
commander.
digital.
He's a commander. He's got a cool red sword. He's got a gun.
Dude, that's how you
He
know.
says 4/drop 3/4 ward commander. Evolves for 3. The evolve says on evolve still ward select 2 swordcraft followers that cost 2 or less in your cemetery and summon them.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Wow, that's 2 Octress. Mill your opponent 4.
This is definitely... Oh, dude, that's so hard to open, though. You gotta have 2 silvers, and your payoff is that?
Not only that, you need cards in grave. I guess that's doable. That's the good part. That's not too hard.
No,
by
it's
turn 4.
7. It's
4.
7.
Oh, that's 7? Oh, I
7 mana.
I can't believe Swordcraft cards. It's a silver. It's a silver.
This one, awful. Actually horrendous.
What do you mean horrendous? It goes in 2-drop sword.
You can't even Evo the Ralmia you summon. Can you believe that? Panther Warrior blows
yes, I
us
can.
the fuck
Yes,
out.
it's freaking Swordcraft. Of course, I believe it.
Oh, Swordcraft's not this bad.
I just opened a list. Do you know what the first card in the list is that costs 2?
Ralmia.
No, that's the second card.
Octress.
Think of a 2-drop that has a lot of attack and a lot of defense.
No! Yeah, I got an SP, though. I got an SP for that.
You got SP Latham.
Yeah, I do.
This guy is not... Is that him? 4-drop 4... I can't see. It's covered up.
There's no way. There's no way.
Is this is like the start of an archetype, man.
The Latham Turbo. I don't know.
No. This guy's not in the 2-drop.
Maybe this thing will be better. This is the Madlance Centaur, 7 mana, 5/5. Already better stats. Rush. And then as strike, select an enemy follower on the field and deal 4 damage. Okay, never mind. This might...
Man, Swordcraft gets all the best open 8 cards. It gets all the best open 8 cards.
No, there's no way. This card is so bad.
No, this card's an open 8 card. What are you talking about?
It's not even good in open 8. Look how heavy
What are
it
you
is.
talking about? It says rush. It's a 2-for-1. It's a 2-for-1, and the games go to like 12 in open 8.
It doesn't even have big stats. Like, at least when you got the Hero of Antiquity.
It's 7-drop kill. The Hero of Antiquity was sick, and you did not get his evolve and him. There's no way.
True.
This
That's
is just,
true.
this guy doesn't need to evolve. Okay,
That is
rush
big in open 8.
natively. Officer and beast. Beast probably means something. Strike 4, 2-for-1. This is basically the neutral card from Uma Musume. What the
Rico? The Rico?
It's Rico. This is basically Rico in open 8.
This is the open 8, like, demon, sure. And they got someone with 6 health, and you go, I can't believe this.
What's going on in this picture?
Which one?
Like,
the Madlance?
Where's his head? Is his
It's
head
the helmet,
that,
I think.
That thing? Where's his... Does he have eyes? He just doesn't have eyes? Is he, like, holding the spear back, like he's twisting his back? Where's his left arm?
I like that we have to, like, examine this image.
I just see green, and then the green ends.
He's
like, he's puffing his chest out, but where's his left arm is just... Oh, I see it now. I see it.
Yeah. He's like, his hand is, like, rotated under, and then, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And he's like a spider. He's like a spider rider.
Yeah, man, sure.
Yeah, he's a spider rider.
Calling all spider riders.
Anyway, you want to read the actual good card from the set?
There's a good card?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Roar, Zabimaru. Dance of Usurpation. 4-drop spell. Omen Thief. You cannot search it off Aether of the Warrior Wing. Select any number of enemy followers on the field and deal 4 damage divided between them. If there are at least 10 cards in opponent's cemeteries, deal 8 damage divided between them instead. If there are at least 20, deal 8 damage to each enemy leader. Oh man, it's the reverse. What's her face? Odette.
It goes crazy against Necro.
Yeah. Oh man. It goes crazy against Necrocharge and Spell Chain. You just hold 2 of these against a Spell Chain player. It's like 16 damage for 8 mana.
It's a hell of a lot better than Diane.
Dione.
Yeah, definitely not that. Like Thief actually has a payoff
good.
now though, like where like your early game aggression and then you just they randomly eventually die. It's good.
This is like Magna Legacy on a spell. Magna Legacy did like 8, right?
Well, you did 8 to everything on board.
That's true, but this costs half as much.
And it's also far less like crippling for you to get to.
And it remains relevant throughout each stage of the game by being able to remove.
No, I think without 10 in their grave, this card is horrendous.
Yeah, but it remains, it's relevant.
I guess if you have to, you have
before
to.
20. You have to. You play 3 of it, right?
True.
I mean, you don't see 3 of it, but you play 3 of it.
So, you can add it off of the really bad 1 mana tutor spell though.
Whoa.
From
this deck doesn't play 3 of it.
Tutor.
Maybe it is 4.
It's pretty heavy and shit.
Yeah.
But there's also like combos with like there's a new dude that we'll talk about that puts cards in the EX area off the top with literally no selection. But that's, I learned from the days of Natura Sword that people don't care about that. They don't care about what the selection is. Imagine it's in your EX area and then we Octress and then we do 2 of them for
and then it's free
4 mana.
Just put Night's Way in your deck. It's broken.
Oh, we have a Night's Way on a body now, so it's like
nice.
Yeah. We'll go over it. We'll go to the next card first though, which is some bronze-looking guy. This guy's got to be shit.
Oh man, I can't believe we called the card bad from last set. Well, it's Tsubaki.
Yeah. Now we got another assassin.
Now we got an assassin.
This guy looks a lot cooler than Tsubaki though.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, the Phantom Assassin, 1 mana 2/2. If there's at least 2 assassin followers in your cemetery, give this follower +1/+1 and Bane. Like, he goes in a deck that doesn't exist, but he looks cool. So
man, that's cool. Sick. He combos with the ninja from set 1.
No, isn't that ninja trait?
No, please.
I'm pretty sure that's ninja trait. That's not assassin.
Hold on, I'm checking.
Let me get these cards up. I'm gonna go Shadowverse.
Ninja.
I'm gonna throw this up on the screen for people. Now that I'm using the websites instead of a slideshow, it's easy because I can randomly have these tangents. I can go
Officer Ninja. Oh no.
Imagine fucking cards working together. Modify search criteria.
Wow.
Am I struggling? Add it's this button. It's this button. Wait. We got to see what our assassins are.
All trait A Angel, Arcane Form, Arena, Assassin. What?
So we got Tsubaki, we got Leod, we got this awful Troya. Shrouded Assassin.
Like Troya?
Maisie, the Red Riding Hood, Tsubaki from set 1, and Shrouded Assassin.
Moonlit Assassin?
You're right. Pay 1, gain Bane. Can you imagine? So
yeah, the Forestcraft players just tap their Twizzlers.
If your deck is filled with bad cards, this could be a 3/3. Insane payoff. Anyway, we'll go to the next card. We'll actually read a good card. Let's get off of the bad card.
Okay. The Zealot of Usurpation. Back to the good cards. Aggressively statted. 2-drop, 3/2 with Rush. Let's see here. Omen Thief Cutthroat. we cannot have a single officer in the thief omen trait
No,
pool.
got to put more traits.
I mean,
on
it wouldn't combo with the omen thief cards. Let's see here. Fanfare. Each opponent buries the top card of their deck. Then, if there are at least 10 cards in opponent's cemeteries, put the top card of your deck in the EX area. So it's like Night Sway if your opponent has 10.
Yeah, which they will eventually, and you can bring this back with Panther Warrior to like get more
Oh
hand.
man!
So it's like
you get more hits on your EX area, and then you can actually get your big targets in EX area that cost 0.
well -2, so your Octris gets crazy plays. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty sick. Mills your opponent. We needed more of
Pretty
those.
sick. It's a thief card. It's a playable thief card. You put 3 of it in every thief deck.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. Because I like Thief as a playstyle. I think it's pretty cool.
It's cool until you're stealing my cards. Then it's not cool.
Don't worry, though. It's thankfully the deck is probably bad enough that it will be cool for you because you'll be winning. That's what's important. It's I think it's cool because my cards are cool. You think it's cool because you're winning. We're both having fun.
I don't know, man. I saw this yokai list. You might be winning.
Oh my god, it's time for another bronze open A card. It's time for the War Dog.
It's time for the real Shadowverse cards.
The real Swordcraft cards. The 2-mana 3/2. If there's it is Officer Beast. If there's a commander card on our field, we deal 2 damage to each enemy leader though. It's like it has Storm.
I feel like I see more actual animals in Swordcraft than I do Forestcraft. Like there's like the cat commander.
The kitty sergeant?
Kitty sergeant goes meow. There's War Dog. There's Bond from Spy X.
No, that's Forest.
So that's Forest. Oh, who? Lloyd.
The giant dog.
Lloyd Forjadus.
You think of the giant dog that you could play.
Granted, I was really just I saw this and I remembered Kitty Sergeant, and every animal in Forestcraft I remember as a furry and not as an animal.
Yeah, like the flying squirrel.
What flying squirrel?
There was like an old card that was like a 2-mana squirrel, and it's just a flying squirrel with like a little tube around its neck, and it would draw 1, but if you had rally 10, it would draw 2.
Yo, insane.
It was kind of insane, actually.
Back in the day, drawing 2? No way.
On a body? That's like the twins.
Is Commander of the White Wing, she's a commander, right?
Yeah.
Through the White Wing, the Warrior Wing?
Yeah.
So you search this off of her, turn 5, you deal 2 damage to each leader. It's kind of broken.
Yeah, that might be the combo they intended. In open 8, maybe.
This is certainly an open 8.
It's the only officer in your deck in open 8, right? Anyway.
No, you also got Madland Centaur.
Oh, you're right. Wait, was that guy off? Yeah, he was. There's no way.
That guy's officer, yeah. Because he's not an Omen Thief.
And he's not an assassin either, because that just has assassin trait. God forbid that those are searchable.
Right. Oh man, this card's crazy. Look how cool this card is. The Mana Pistol Merc. Look, it's got a pistol. Man, I thought this was Swordcraft, not Guncraft.
Well, it's Portalcraft. That's why it's got Supreme trait.
Oh, Supreme. 5-drop, 5/4. Evolves for 2, and then it can evolve for 0 if you have a commander card on the field. And it itself is not an officer or a commander or any reasonable trait. What's the evolve do? That could change everything. Select an enemy fall in the field and deal it 6 damage.
Okay.
Oh man,
you're out here talking about this Centaur card. This is so much better.
Yeah, it has to evolve. The Centaur card does not have to evolve.
Truth.
This has to evolve. You have to pull 2 cards in open 8. I know it's a bronze. It's still a tall order.
That's why they made it open 12.
Thank goodness.
Now, this changes everything.
I can play my Mana Pistol Merc on a physical board, finally.
Hell yeah.
This card is
awful. Anyway, we'll go to the next one. We're at the last Swordcraft card, guys. Did
There's
we make
one
a
more?
turn? Yeah, this is it. This last one. 34 minutes. Oh my god.
God.
Guys, I'm sorry. We had to talk about the assassin trait and the what was it that the awful
the
guy?
assassin trait, and then the dogs.
Yeah,
And what else? I don't even remember.
It was that
Open
awful.
Eight. We only talk about Open 8. It's Swordcraft. There's only Open 8 cards. These are all terrible. Like, what do you want to play Swordcraft? I'm sorry, you're gonna have to wait till next year in next set. Are they any good next set?
I'm not sure.
Probably
we'll
not.
see. We'll see what we can do this set. We had the Godsend Stride, 2 mana officer spell, searchable off Aether. Select a fall on your field, give it +3, +2, and rush.
Broken.
This goes with Leod. Anyway, so yeah, Leod is broken. I'm glad that we have support for him. I'm excited to have my 20 attack Leod delete someone out of existence.
I hope Dual Blade Fury comes in next set. I hope we get Dual Blade, finally a real Leod deck.
No, you just got to get to 20. It's a little bit harder than you think it would be, but we can get there. That's why this gives +3.
Dual Blade, you only need to get to 10, man. +3 is a lot.
That +3 is a lot for 2 mana.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
This is a lot, yeah. Imagine having a couple of these in your hand. Yikes. Miss. +6? Oh, man, you're getting crazy. Imagine this is way better than Open 8, though.
With Evo Orb, this combos with, this is, it combos with the Dione. But
Dione.
But it only makes it do 18 just because it's you need the Leonidas banner, this, and Evil Orb.
Wait. 9, 8. Yeah. That's 10.
Yeah, you gotta bend over backwards to get this one off. But anyway, fuck Sword. Sword is Thief looks cool. That's about it. I guess there's like probably some like Rally and Control get little package, but. I would rather not play Sword this set anyway.
Swordcraft sucks. Don't play Swordcraft. Swordcraft's terrible.
Yeah, we'll go to be coming back with Rune and join us then. Until then, see you guys.
Runecraft. Ooh.